So today I'm going to be showing how to use the cryovac machine, which helps create a vacuum seal in your products. So today we're going to be cryovacuuming bacon, and whenever you work with a meat or a protein product, you want to make sure that you cup your bag before you put in the product. This will help create a more sanitary seal. Then you can go ahead and uncup it, and then just make sure that you label it before you put it in the cryovac machine. So when you put your product into the cryovac machine, make sure the seal is placed over the heating element, which is what I'm pointing to. And from there, go ahead and close the lid with both hands. This will help create a seal. And then from there, the program will run its course. And the program is also adjustable. So when your product is done, it should look something like this. Just make sure you inspect the seal to make sure that there's no air leaking out. And if you were doing a liquid, just make sure that your liquid is cold because the vacuum environment will cause it to boil even at a room temperature.
Hi, here I will be demonstrating our freeze dryer to freeze dry to use product in a dry format instead of a wet format. So here we have our freeze dryer. We have our control panel. It does use specific trays for this machine. We have our release valve over here. So once the freeze drying process is complete, we need to release the pressure, and with opening this valve, which will also release any condensation inside of the machine that the product and the freeze drying process left. And when we're going to prepare it to start a freeze drying process, we do put this cover on right here and close the door and turn on the machine. It takes 9 hours to freeze the product, which then after it starts to vacuum all the moisture out. The time to extract that moisture depends on your product in the machine. If it has more moisture, it'll take more time, 18, 24, even 36 hours. The most this machine has run here is two days. So after each use, we do have to filter the oil in the vacuum to give it its maintenance so it doesn't break down on us. So here is our final product after the freeze drying process. We have strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries. So these are completely dry, and you'll be able to see that it'll immediately turn into a powder form. You can use these can be used on sweet applications. For example, my favorite macarons. But if you do a vegetable, you can incorporate it into pasta dough, which will give you the color and change the flavor of the dough. The difference between freeze drying and dehydrating is when you dehydrate any product, it's going to shrink it and the color is going to fade. When you freeze dry, it freezes the product in the original shape and it will not dull its color. So you get the full size of the blackberry, full size of the strawberry, and you do get a full size of the raspberry, but here we broke it up just to show the powder form that you can easily create.
Hi, today I'm going to be showing you how to use the gastrovac. So this is the gastrovac. This is your lid with the stir. This will stir your product. And then inside, there's going to be some steam baskets for your products. And underneath you have a traditional heating element. And then it also comes with a thermometer so you can check the internal temperature of your products. So to turn on the gastrovac, you just hit the power up button. On your panel you have a few options. This first one will control the temperature with an adjustable up and down. Then you also have a timer, and then this will start the vacuum. And then up up here, there's a knob. You can turn that to release the air from the gastro vac. So once you turn the gastro vac on, you're going to want to make sure you trap all the air by turning the pressure valve to the right. Then after a few seconds, there should be a seal on the lid. And you're going to want to press down on the lid just to make sure that that seal is properly adhered. And once your gastrovac is heating your product inside the pod, just go ahead and insert the temperature probe inside the port on the side of the pod. So whenever you want to check on your product, just make sure you turn your L valve to the left. This will help release all the air and condensation. Just make sure you have a catch at the end of your tube to collect any condensation. And then from there, when all the air is released, you can safely check the contents.
So this is our ice cream blender, Taco Jet. We're gonna, any product we use does have to be frozen solid, so we have a set cream anglais. Now it hasn't been whipped or anything, so it does have to be solid. And here just to show you that it is frozen solid. And these are the blades that will go into the machine. Here's the blade, and we're gonna insert this into the gear that's at the bottom. As long as you hear a snap, you're good to go. And set. Once you secure the canister into the Paco Jet, you're gonna set the amount of servings that you're gonna want. This canister can make up to 10 servings, but you can just make the amount of servings that you're gonna need on hand at the moment. So you're gonna set the valve to, which I already do have here, using the plus, and there you just start. The Paco Jet has finished setting the ice cream. You are going to release the pressure, and then you can remove the canister. Here you have a nice creamy ice cream. And this will just be enough for 2 servings. You'll be able to make more for more servings. To clean the Paco Jet after each use, we just get a different canister, fill it with soapy water, place the spring, brushes, and just set it back into the machine. And start. So after the cleaning process, we're going to release the valve again. Release any pressure. Remove the canister. And making sure that the brushes are facing up, not downward. So we're going to repeat the process again. This time we're using sanitizer. Once again, you release the valve in order to remove the canister. And just give the inside of the machine a quick wipe down.
Hi, Chef Ross here. If you like this video, I encourage you to subscribe, leave a comment, and definitely click on the notifications so you don't miss videos in the future. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.